Hey y'all, I'm back with the collaboration video, and this is the 25 days of planning tips. And mine is all about simple planning in a traveler's notebook. You guys know that I've been loving this system for about a couple months now, and so I wanted to share another process with you all. I am working on this week, which is Christmas week. And so I'm going to show you I'm going to kind of share with you some simple tips that I keep in mind whenever I am planning for really any kind of week. But for this particular week, it was a little bit different. And so I think it's a good week to kind of share some of those tips. So because I have these stickers organized in this book, it is a lot easier for me to find what I'm looking for in terms of special events or holidays. And I have several of these books, and they're all organized by different categories, and you can check that video. I'll link that video down below so you can check that out. Because this is Christmas week, obviously it's a little bit more themed, so it is simple in the sense that I was able to figure out how I wanted to decorate from the very beginning. But because this was a special week and my work schedule was a little bit different, there were some important things that I needed to jot down. So one of my first tips is, if you have the same things each week and you pretty much know you have to be at work at 8 every week, it's probably not as important to write it down in your planner. That takes up quite a bit of room, and that's why I'm really liking the TN system or the Traveler's Notebook systems, because it is small and it is pretty simple to work with. So that's kind of my tip number one. I did put some dinner stickers on there because that is something that we change up each week. So I want to make sure that I have a plan for those specifically those 3 days. And there's a reason. Normally, like on Saturdays and Sundays, it's kind of just we figure it out, but we try to have a plan for the days during the week. Now, obviously, 24th and 25th, we know what we're going to be doing for dinner, and we'll be with family. So you'll see on the right side that I've created a list, and this is kind of just an extra space to write down anything that might be important for that week, but doesn't necessarily follow on a particular day. So tip number 2 is that to kind of help with the simplicity of this planning, that you can use that right side, which is blank, for any type of important events or a to-do list or things like that, because there really isn't a place to do that on the left-hand side for this particular setup. So I hope that helps. I've kind of put headers on each one of those boxes to kind of label what I want them to, how I want to categorize that. So I have one that's to do, one that's important, one that is to buy because it is Christmas week. So there might be some last minute things I need to get. And then I think I have just a couple that I left blank so that I could write down whatever it is I thought needed to be written down for that week. Just some reminders. So I know on Tuesday, is that Tuesday? Monday, that I need to bring a dessert for my aunt's house for Christmas. So I wrote that down because I know that's something that is special and different. Of course, I'm going back in my dinner stickers and writing down what we'll be having for dinner that week. That'll help kind of lessen the stress after Christmas as well. For the 28th, I know that I'm back to work on that day, and that is obviously something different than usual because this week is special. I don't have my, regular work schedule, although my work schedule changes from week to week. So really, I don't have a particular, regular work schedule, but I do have some, similar things happen each week that I don't typically document. I'm writing pretty important things in the actual calendar part, and then on the right, because those have to happen on those days, but on the right-hand side, again, I'm going to write down a to-do list for kind of an overall to-do list, and if I don't get every single thing done, it's not a huge deal. So one of my other tips for the simple planning in a TN is that if you want to do kind of an after the pen style like I've done, I did a lot of the decorating before, and then I put the stickers away or aside, and I went ahead and grabbed my pen and started to write down my task. If you find that difficult because you want to be able to add the sticker and then write the task and kind of know exactly why you're placing that sticker in that particular spot, then I would have kind of a small little just random list maybe that you made at work, or something that you jotted down right before you started this planning process. And that way you can do the before the pen and then after the pen style. And that would mean that you had kind of a little maybe calendar set up right next to you that shows all the things you have going on that week, so you know what type of sticker you might want to put in that particular spot or date. All right, that pretty much wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know one tip that you liked or disliked down below, and you'll be entered into Tamara's video. Head over to her video. I'll link that down below in the description box so that you can kind of check out that wrap-up video. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.